Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our final performance. Tonight is a very special night. The payoff of $1,100,000 in the beautiful Dickey's Arena. And we'd like to open our show tonight in a very special way. I'd like to invite into the arena the chairman of the board of the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo, Mr. Ed Bass. Our president and general manager, Mr. Brad Barnes. And our rodeo producer, Mr. Jim Gay. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the chairman of the board, Mr. Ed Bass.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege to welcome you tonight to the 2022 Fort Worth Stock Show Pro Rodeo Finals. "15 days ago, we started our tournament-style rodeo with 56 entries in each of 8 events. Tonight, we have 8 finalists remaining, vying in each event. 8 finalists remaining, vying for their share of a $1 million pot. In the course of these events, we feel that Dickey's Arena has proved itself to be the finest venue for rodeo in America. So it's only fitting that we are presenting this show for you, the finest rodeo audience in America. Thank you for being with us. Now, are we ready, Mr. Gay? Are we ready, Mr. Barnes? Gentlemen, let the show begin.
Thank you, Mr. Bass. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the serious part of tonight, yes, is $1,100,000. But the big story is it's 125 years old. I'm Bob Tallman, along with my handsome young partner, Doug Mathis. Younger, I'll put it that way. And we are very proud to have you with us. I don't want you to get too heavy tonight into statistics because I don't want to deafen the fact of all of the excitement you're about to be a part of. You see, we've already been to Denver, now to Fort Worth, getting ready to go to San Antonio, then to Austin. We're going to Houston in a couple of weeks. It's all about the big winter rodeos, and we think, the biggest and the best in this city of Fort Worth. If you agree with that, tell Mr. Bass one more time. Proud to be in Cowtown. Dougie, let's buck 'em.
Oh, it is a showdown in Cowtown tonight because tonight is the night. Because, see, ladies and gentlemen, we have the best of the best coming to you in this performance. The best rodeo athletes, the best stock. It's all here tonight for a championship Saturday, and they're all working toward their way of getting their share of that $1.1 million. And you're going to see a champion crowned after each and every event. And that is an exciting time that's about to happen. But excitement is something that we don't have to worry about here because you bring it with you, the rodeo fan, every night. In the way that you put your hands together, you stomp your feet, you raise your voice. So Fort Worth, and for you on the Cowboy Channel, I've got one question for you here on the Championship Saturday. Are you ready?
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that's kept us alive, strong and well in the great state of Texas for 125 years is we hold to tradition. And we'll do it again tonight as I say, ladies, let's ride. Here we go with KK's Palomino Parade. Representing the 6 countries, our predecessors in Spain, France, Mexico, the Confederacy, the Lone Star of Texas, and of course, our Star-Spangled Banner. Aren't they beautiful? Please give my ladies a nice welcome on a Saturday night. Well, Doug, I baked your cake. You put the frosting on it right now.
That's exactly what we're going to do, because with our banners in position, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to get ready for the most exciting show on dirt. And it leads right now with our rodeo grand entry. As we swing the gates, we're going to let them ride one more time. And it's Texas and the nation riding side by side. For 125 years, ladies and gentlemen, the Fort Worth Stock Show has carried on a time-honored tradition with honoring our nation and our state with a parade of cowboys and cowgirls. And tonight, it's led with the beautiful colors of the United States of America and the Lone Star flag of Texas. Carrying the American flag, Megan K. Myers. Sister Summer right beside her with that Lone Star flag of Texas. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you standing to honor those flags. But after the flags have passed in front of you, we would like for you to go back and have a seat. So sit back down, relax, kick up your boots, push back your hats, because we've got some things to tell you about coming up after this performance tonight.
Oh, yeah, we do. I don't know if you've been to the courtyard out on the Simmons Bank Plaza. We call it the Bud Light Roadhouse. But, folks, the laid-back vibes of the courtyard before and after the rodeo, everybody loves it. This evening, Jenny Mac will bring some exciting vocal twists, if you know who I'm talking about. And if you're looking for a chance to scoot a boot, I want you to head to the Roadhouse and enjoy David Nail as he takes the stage a little later this evening. Admission is free with your rodeo ticket. So, all you got to do, hold on to your ticket on the third level, right on our east side.
Yeah, if you don't know where you're going, just follow the cowboys and cowgirls, because that's where everybody goes after the rodeo, the courtyard, and the roadhouse. So get your best dancing partner and head that way. But folks, if you've been here for our run, we've had such a great time with all the great animals, all the great sales. The sales happened in the last couple of days. We're going to introduce to you our grand champion winners, tires, all in this performance. There's a lot of things that are going to happen with a lot of moving parts in this championship Saturday night.
Everybody wants to be a champion, but you've got to be a competitor first. We put it together at Fort Worth each and every year and grown past $1 million. Today we went way past that. With the livestock sales, we're going to talk about that a little later tonight as well. What a record-setting day we've had. I'd like you to meet the man who keeps track of all of that and puts it together for us each and every year. He's been doing it now for tens of years. He is our president, our general manager, and the host of every show. Please welcome Mr. Brad Barnes in the lead. He's tipping his hat to you right now.
Well, second in line, riding that second paint horse. You know, everybody knows him as a downtown businessman, but we know him as a cowboy. You see, he is a breeder of cattle, horses. Yep, and he's our chairman of the board. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Mr. Ed Bass. He's in the mix tonight.
You know, in the honorable city we call Cowtown, some call it Fort Worth, some call it one of the 15 biggest cities in the country. It takes a leader. And ladies and gentlemen, there's a beautiful lady out there tonight. She has ridden in probably 15 or more of our grand entries. Would you give a big Fort Worth welcome for ours, yours, and we're proud of her, the mayor of Fort Worth, Matty Parker. Riding a black horse, throwing kisses to you. Mayor, thank you for all your support, your office, your staff, and for the many, many, many days you've shared with us. I know you're busy.
Well, the next man in line, you know, we've been talking all week about that Yellowstone hat he's wearing. He has become our rip here at the Stock Show and Rodeo, but he is our vice president. Put your hands together and say hello to Charlie Guerin. That is Charlie the Rip right there. Next in line is the beautiful lady that is our secretary here at the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo. Always dressed beautifully. Look at that. Red, gold. Yep, bright, shining, beautiful. That's Miss Elaine Agatha. Also, council member Michael Crane from District 3 rides, as well as council member Chris Nettles, District 8, and council member Elizabeth Beck is here in the Serpentine ride in District 9.
I know there's some movie fans in the house tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, from the cast of 1883, say hello to Eric Nelson. Wow. Isn't that awesome? Matt Carter, a welcome to you, sir, in our final night, our senior executive vice president. Here's a man that's given a lot of his life in the last decade to making sure this building was built right. J.T. Augenbaugh, the chairman of our Fort Worth Stock Show Syndicate, thank you. Jim Gay, our rodeo production manager. Kid Moncrief, executive committee and president of the National Cowgirl Museum and our Hall of Fame. Debbie Head, welcome back, my lady, of our executive committee. Philip Schutz, 3 nights in a row. And Miss Rose Alvarez of our executive committee as well. Dr. Steve Brotherton's out there tonight for our Stock Show medical team. But coming down the east wall right now might be the most important trail drivers of the world.
Folks, here in Fort Worth, Texas, we like everybody to know on the Cowboy Channel and here that we back the blue and leading them out, Lieutenant Amy Rodriguez, Sergeant Danny Payne, Captain Brian Jameson, and the officers, Shauna Birchfield, James Oakley, Chris Sadler, J.R. Fagan, and Alicia Luna. That is our Fort Worth Police Mounted Patrol.
Kaylee Grace of the Tin Top Riding Club out there tonight, the Arlington Police Department Mounted Division, and the Circle L Riding Club. At this time, I would like to assemble the setting to pay tribute to our Six Flags over Texas. And in true Texas tradition, in the posting of the colors, where we reunite the great state of Texas with all states of the United States of America. God bless America and God bless Texas.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, we welcome to the microphone Wesley Duffy, chaplain, Tarrant County Sheriff's Department, as he brings our invocation.
Let us pray. Father, we thank you for this night. We pray that you keep each and every participant safe, the animals safe, each and every individual in this arena. The Lord, all of the law enforcement and military personnel, we ask you this day that you bless this to be one of the best evenings that we've ever had. And Lord, we ask at the end of this day that you be glorified in all that we do this day. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen, Wesley. Thank you, sir. Our final night in the homes of people around the world on the Cowboy Channel and in this arena. I hope you'll join with me in a moment as we will join together in the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag. And then we shall stand and sing together our national anthem with the TCU Frog Corps Men's Ensemble. Everybody in the land, join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the sound of freedom. Thanks to our friends at Lockheed Martin, home of the F-35, the world's most advanced fighter jet. And it's built right here in our hometown of Fort Worth, Texas.
Ladies and gentlemen, another successful year of rodeo production, and I know that this man's got a lot more of them in him. This is the next generation of the great Neil Gay rodeo family from Terrell, Texas. The brand is Rafter G. Would you welcome Mr. Jim Gay? Here be our John Wayne horseback. Now with his beautiful daughters, Megan, Summer, you let him in if you're ready. Let's let him out. Here comes the final ride of that Palomino parade. Everybody get ready to buck 'em and buck 'em hard. Watch this.
Well, it's time to go to the Bareback Riding, and it's brought to you by Frost. Folks, we want you to make a winning financial call. Contact the Frost Banker for advice 24/7, day or night. They'll offer you banking, investments, and insurance. Bobby T, let's ride a bareback horse.
Well, his address is Hillsboro, Texas, but he's a born Cajun. Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th-ranked man in the world on a rematch from the national finals. This is Chad Rutherford and a Calgary Stampede bucket horse we call Agent Lynx. Watch this mare come a kicking. Watch this Texas go to spurring. Wow. That's the way I like to get her started, buddy. Now, the higher they jump and the better they buck, the better you ride, the better the score ought to be. Ladies and gentlemen, an award-winning bucking horse and an award-winning ride. Are you ready? 89 And boy. Woo. Oh my God, Doug. That is the bucking horse that Tilden Hooper won it on the last time we were here.
Here we go with the world champion, Tristan Bigelow, and Yippee Kavitz. Come on, help a world champion. Now, friends, that bucking horse you just watched from the Calgary Stampede is an 11-year-old bay gelding. 3 times they've been 90 points. Once they were 90 and a half. But tonight, Clayton Bigelow, the world champion from Clements, California, you're going to like it again. He ties for the lead with 89.
We go, it's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time is tricky. It's tricky.
Okay.
Tricky.
So you're putting a little pressure on Richie Champion, are you?
Yes, I am.
Richie Champion, born and raised in Texas, lives in Montana. A Jim Gay bucking horse we call the ankle biter. Watch this. This horse 6 times has been to Las Vegas to the NFR. The man 7 times. Watch Richie. He is 40th in the world. He needs a $20,000 check to bounce him up. They won 4 or 5 go-rounds in Las Vegas on this horse. Yep. Big. Oh, boy. Now, when Doug and I talk about 50-50, half for the horse, half for the man, it's 86 and a half. Believe it or not, that's third. That'll win you a belt buckle most places.
Okay, last year, ladies and gentlemen, 2021 was this man's first year in the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. It was a banner year for him because he won the College National Championship, the Rookie of the Year in the PRCA. His college won the College National Championship, and he went to his first NFR, ending up 3rd in the world, winning $228,000.
Not bad for a college junior.
Not bad, and he's starting this year off better. He's number 1 in the world right now. Cole Franks from Clarendon, Texas, and a horse from the J-Bar J called All Pink, a 7-time NFR bucking horse. You better come alive for the man from Clarendon.
Fred Franks, boy, you raised a good kid. Folks, we don't know how good that boy's going to be because every day he just gets a little better. Look at him spur. 3rd in the world last year. He could win $500,000 this year, and he's right in their face tonight. There you go, Doug.
He's going to be 88 and a half.
I got a
88 and a half.
I got a taste for gold. I got a taste for gold.
Look at old Pete. Ain't he pretty? I want you to meet his younger sister right now, by a year old. Cody Lamb of Calgary, the songwriter and the guitar picker, has drawn Painted Hawk. Yeah, the last horse is the older brother to this mare. All of these horses all started back in Michigan with the Zimzer family. Look, come on, mama, buck. Whoa. She got a little sauce in her. Woo-hoo! They'll do that once in a while to go to spin and make them tougher to ride. Hard to spur. Watch the Hawk. I think the Canadian got along just fine. Not going to get a check. I doubt it. The way we're going, 83 and a half for Cody Lamb.
We were standing in the hall beside this next young man when he found out the draw he had for tonight. And he was happy. Joe Reiner, the 2-time NFR qualifier, ended up 7th in the world last year. He's got Explosive Skies, a 12-year-old mare from Calgary Stampede. 5 times they've been 90 plus on this horse. Tim O'Connell was 93 and a half at the Calgary Stampede on Explosive Skies. Here we go.
You got a world champion bucking horse with a world champion in the making. It is a world class Saturday night in Dickey's Arena.
They were calling this a matchup of the night, but as you watch it back on the Macza's Firm replay, they're going to tell us 87 points. 87 for Reiner.
All right, Ted Rutherford, Clayton Bigelow. Tied at the top with 89 points apiece as I go to Mason Clemens at Spanish Fork, Utah. This is the 17th man ranked in the PRCA standings tonight. Then I got your little Huey Rocks. I think I know who Huey is. Cole Reiner, the man you just watched, was 90 points on this horse right here. It's a big gelding. He's a bucker. Twice. We've already had him out in Las Vegas. Will O'Connell, Jimmy Ross, at Championship Rodeo. They own him. Hooey, hooey, hooey. Let's see where it goes. Mason Clemens, 3 different trips out west. Beautiful country in Utah where he comes from. He said, I don't care about the look of my house, Bob. I want to see the look in the Dickey's Arena house. Kick the lights out of the ceiling. This horse can do it. Here's your nod. Go on, Huey. Oh, yeah. Woo! Big horse, small pen. Is Josh Edwards and Jason Bottoms ride in. Our Cowboy pickup men, you're going to get a big taste of them all night long. Watch it in the replay. Hit fire, hit fire. When the horse's front feet hit the ground, yours better be ahead of him. That's good. 85 and a half. I'll get a check.
All right, if you want to bust up those 2 89s at the top, this is going to be your shot. The man you're about to watch has won more world championships in the bareback riding than anyone. Kaycee Feild has been to the national finals 12 times. Half the times that he's won the world. He's drawn OLS Tub Stevie next. Here we go. Watch this horse. They have set world records on this fucking horse for Ward Macza. And Kaycee is a machine. So as they move in to set him down, we're going to go up to the Mattress Firm replay. Watch this. Yep. Get ready. I told you. 93 points. I want to see a couple of replays of this because it does call him the machine, and he is. Ladies and gentlemen, that little horse is electric, and he came back to prove he could do it the same way. Let me take it in, BC5 and the leaderboard. Look at here. Kaycee Feild at the top of the 93, $20,000. Chad Rutherford and Clayton Bigelow get 10 grand apiece with their tied at 89. Cole Franks, the college superstar. Yep, 4,000. Wow. Whew. I didn't ride anything and I'm out of breath. Let's go to the champ with the champ. And joining us tonight, the all-around champion of the world and the bronc riding champion, our Aussie, Mr. Dave Appleton.
Thank you very much, Bob. Ladies and gentlemen, you just watched perfection by this man, Kaycee Feild, a 6-time all-around champion. Give it to him one more time. You watch one of the greatest bareback rides ever. You and I talked before the rodeo started, and I asked you, had you been on her before? And you said, I've been looking for her forever. Was it what you expected?
All of it and some more. 8 seconds wasn't long enough tonight. That was a blast. I wanted that to be as long as a Six Flags roller coaster ride.
Well, it looked like a roller coaster ride. You know, here's the thing you ask. Here's a horse. When you draw a horse that good with such a good reputation, as good as you ride, you see everybody go before you. You got a couple of 89s. How do you slow yourself down to stay in the moment, to ride the horse jump for jump, to stay focused on your task?
I rode that horse a million times before I came here today. I don't watch anybody before me. I have a game plan on how I want to look on that horse. And when I get to the rodeo, strong mark out and let my preparation take care of the rest. Try my hardest. And if I can do that, I'm happy.
Speak about being happy and try your hardest. I've watched you mature throughout your career. Would you say you're riding better now than you were earlier on in your career because your form is so flawless?
Well, I appreciate that very much, and I've learned that it takes a lot more work than it did when I was winning when I was young, and I think my experience is paying off right now. I can, like that horse, I could see his mane flowing up. I could see my spur hitting right where I wanted it to. I could have blown a bubble gum bubble up there on that horse tonight. It's slowed down for me, and it's a lot of fun.
And by the way, that's a new arena record.
Well, that's awesome.
Let's have it, Fort Worth. Here's your champion, Kaycee Feild, and he has got some great hardware. Mr. Bass, Mr. Barnes, whiskey, and that beautiful Fort Worth buckle.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, with the chairman of the board and our president and general manager, Kaycee Feild, the new arena record in Dickey's Arena and our stock show and rodeo, 93 points, $20,000 tonight, and he'd already cashed in, on a lot of other $1,000. That buckle, that's awesome. TX whiskey, that's awesome too.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing like a 1 in 4 chance of winning a brand new 2022 Chevrolet Silverado. You see, over the past 3 weeks, stock show attendees have had the opportunity to register to win a beautiful all-new 2022 Chevy Silverado. It's brought to you by the North Texas Chevy dealers. As it rolls in, seated in the back of this Silverado are our 4 finalists. Tonight, it's Brian Vader from Fort Worth, Texas, Erica Lofton, Aledo, Texas, Jennifer Crum, Benbrook, Texas, and Bart Johnson from Fort Worth.
Well, driving our finalists into the arena is Kerry Williams, a good friend of the stock show, and also president of the North Texas Chevy Dealers Association. Brought his beautiful wife, Amanda, and other members of the North Texas Chevy Dealers team. And country music star, where is Coffee? Coffee Anderson, there's the big guy. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, each contestant will select an envelope with a key inside, and we'll find out whose key's going to turn it on. You see, these folks have each come with high hopes of selecting a winning key. Only one works with the Silverado, and that lucky person will be a proud owner of an all-new 2022 Chevy Silverado.
All right, so the first to choose their envelope is going to be Bart Johnson, Fort Worth, Texas. All right, so he'll pick that envelope and step inside. Now, if it works, you are going to hear that truck rev. Oh! It just happened! We got a win!
the bat. Winner, winner, chicken dinner right off the bat. What about that? You think he's happy? I think he is. I don't know what he had for dinner tonight, but he better eat it at midnight again.
Every time.
Well, a thank you to Jennifer, Eric, and Brian. Thanks for playing. That was cool.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to load them back up in that brand new 2022 Chevrolet Silverado. But right now, we'd like to say a big thanks to our North Texas Chevy dealers for bringing us the Chevy truck giveaway as they get ready to leave our arena. What do you say about giving them one big round of applause? That is one beautiful truck.
That is one happy new truck owner.
That is.
Wow.
Look at him. He said, I win.
Well, we've been involved with Chevrolet and North Texas Chevy dealers for a long time. We appreciate their participation. There's Bart. Yeah, buddy. Good for you. Here we go. We're going to the north end of the Dickey Arena. It's bulldogging time. And I want to say thank you to the BNSF Railway. That's the Burlington Northern Santa Fe. You know, they've got 3,500 employees right here in North Texas. They also are the leading freight transportation company operating 32,500 miles of track in 28 states and 3 Canadian provinces. Big Justin. Ready for you, Doug.
Hallsville, Texas, and Justin Schaefer is the 4-time Texas Circuit champion. Yes! He's going to roll it over in 5.9. A 5.9 for the man from Hallsville, Texas. Now, you got to understand what you're looking at. Ride, drop, and throw. It sounds real easy to talk about. Not that easy to do. But they're going to slip down on top of these steers, grab them around the horns, take that left horn, shove it straight down in the left front pocket of those Wrangler jeans they're wearing. Then roll them to the left, slide them, roll them as fast as they can without breaking a barrier.
Here he comes. I call him Big Tex, even though he lives in Bahia, Mississippi. Yeah, Buddy Lytle and Sue Lytle country. Will Loomis, the average champion in Las Vegas at the Wrangler NFR. Watch him. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's only got about $10,000 won for the season. That's not going to make the Jolly Green Giant happy tonight. Could y'all give him something as he rides out of here with a no time? That old steer went to the left. No way for him to get in position down that wall. All right, Big Bird, let's go.
Big D State University's turned out a lot of great cowboys. Here's one of them from Mamou, Louisiana. In 2014, Rowdy Parrott won the Rookie of the Year. But he's twice been to the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. Last year, he ended up number 9 in the world. And out of Las Vegas in the year, he took $145,000 home. Jumping steers one at a time. Here's Rowdy Parrott. Oh! Now he's got to get up. Yeah! You talk about cow pasture wrestling. Looking at a 6.8. Yeah. As the Louisiana Cajun music plays, watch this. Now that steer kind of had a dog fall on him. He's got to lay him down in a flat ball. See, all 4 legs have to be to the side. That is why he went back. But that 6 and 8, That's got him in second place right now.
I'm changing his name to Mr. Happy. That's a good guy. All right, big Tristan. Tristan Martin, Silver, Louisiana. We've had a lot of fun with his family in the last few days. He's a new daddy of a baby boy named Boudreaux, and he and his beautiful wife finally tonight got Boudreaux to wake up at dinner time. We hadn't seen him with his eyes open. This is the 5th-ranked man a year ago. 3 years ago, the college champion. Woo! Folks, we look back to the far end and it's good. Come alive for a 3.9. Everybody's trying to catch Justin Schaefer's arena record at a 3-1 at Fort Worth. He's only 0.8 of a second off of it. All right. We've been Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana. You might as well go to the Mile High Country.
Yep. Rocky Mountain Country of Colorado in the little town of Penrose. Logan Kinline. There's a nod. Here's the steer. Oh! What a bad cow.
I'd like to have that one back.
Yes, he would. What's this steer? Right there, he feels him coming. He hit his brakes and he flew right by him. So, can you give my man from the Rocky Mountains a little something here in Texas tonight? It's all he's going to get.
Now, there are watch parties happening all over the world. No, not just in Texas. California, Montana. They got them in Canada. They're watching this in Paraguay, but it's 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Here comes Sterling Lambert, Fallon, Nevada. This man's been a whiz on the California circuit side out west. From the oasis of Nevada, about 50 miles from beautiful downtown Reno. I hope you'll take the time to come and see us at the wildest, richest rodeo in the West, the Reno Rodeo. Check it out online, renorodeo.com. Sterling, he's been on the camera twice. Got a shot tonight, do it again. Oops. Well, his horse covered him up. I couldn't see what went wrong.
Baby, come back to me.
Maybe I got a better shot at it right here. You just, man, I'm not sure, buddy, in the replay.
He lost that inside horn, just slipped off the front end of it.
Yeah, I did. Rolled his leg clear over.
Match
2
is
to go.
firm, and our cameramen here in Dickey's are amazing. They'll give you those replays every time. But we're going to go to the big man right now. It's backing in behind the barrier from Douglas, Wyoming. Peyton McIntyre. He ended up 27 in a row. Wow. The big guy's going to move into second place with a 4-second flat run. This is throwing one in a meat locker pretty quick. No wasted time. He just had to chase him down the pin a little farther. 4 seconds. Second place.
All right, Big Taz, would you like a check for $20,000? 3.8. Taz Olson. Everybody in South Dakota, don't cross your fingers. Just stand up and get ready to cheer up there. Taz Olson, nod, ride, pull. He's in trouble. Got away with it for the 5-2. Very difficult to do when you're laying flat on your bum. Out of position, but it still worked.
All right, as you finish up watching that Match Was Firm replay, that was a pretty good bulldog, and NBC 5 is going to show you how it turns out. Tristan Martin with that 3-9 pockets $20,000. Peyton McIntyre, he takes home $12K. Hazelson with $8,000. And with a 5.9, Justin Schaefer is going to come in with $4,000. But right now, we got Boudreaux's daddy from Louisiana. Yep, he's down right now with the beautiful Miss Pam Minnie.
Thank you, Doug. And Tristan, first of all, they introduce you every performance this week as Boudreaux's daddy. Talk a little bit about that.
Oh, that little boy is such a blessing. There's nothing more I'm prouder than being his daddy.
Except for maybe a win here at Fort Worth. Now, breaking the barrier is just a fine line from getting out perfectly. And this week, you got out perfectly. How did you do that? And take us through that run.
I'm blessed to ride a great set of horses, FedEx and Shooter. They make my job a lot easier so I can get my start. And if I get the start, it's all up to me.
This is pretty close to your home in Louisiana. What do you think of Fort Worth Cowtown and the Fort Worth Stock Show?
I love this place. They're so good to us. The committee is amazing. We thank y'all, the fans. There's not a better sport than rodeo.
You know, I'm putting this out here. You know, the PRCA each year gives the large indoor rodeo of the year. Don't you think that Fort Worth should be in the running for that?
Absolutely. It's got my vote for sure.
There's some guys that are pretty happy about that. Mr. Bass and Mr. Barnes have got some things for you. Congratulations. Tristan Martin, your champion at Fort Worth.
Right there's the family looking on. But here's Mr. Barnes and Mr. Bass. They got that beautiful Fort Worth buckle that everybody wants, as well as a bottle of TX whiskey and $20,000. Yeah, Josie's happy. Boudreaux don't know it yet, but he's happy too.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want you to miss an opportunity to meet some of the best rodeo cowboys, cowgirls at the Whataburger Fan Zone. It's in section 127, right up here behind us on the concourse. Just remember when I say Whataburger, you get fresh, made-to-order food that you can customize just the way you like it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I am a Whataburger fan.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this morning, the Fort Worth Stock Show's Junior Sale of Champions generated, now listen to this, $6,125,497. The steering committee of Fort Worth bid a record-setting $310,000 for the Grand Champion steer, a European crossbred exhibited by 4-H student Tristan Himes from Sterling City, Texas.
Now, the Grand Champion barrel was purchased by Syracuse Standard Meat, Rosenthal Meat, and Penrose for $100,000. The Grand Champion lamb buyer was Ladies on the Lamb with a bid of $70,000, and the Grand Champion Weather Goat was purchased with a bid of $50,000 from Christopher Bass and Brian King.
Folks, these sale dollars were generated by Fort Worth area business people who want to help our Texas young people with education and agriculture projects. For many years, the Stock Show has presented a special award to the purchasers of the Grand Champion steer. The Amon G. Carter Jr. Memorial Award is in honor of the Fort Worth Stock Show's late chairman. In the arena today are Stock Show Chairman of the Board, Ed Bass, and Show President and General Manager, Mr. Brad Barnes, to make the presentation to the steering committee. Our Grand Champion steer buyer, represented here tonight by David Cox, Jim Hubbard, Mike O'Brien, Reed Pigman, Greg Sexton, and Dean Tetrick. Since 2006, the steering committee has purchased either the breed champion or reserve breed champions.
Folks, let me hear what you really think about our steering committee. as they accept this prestigious award on behalf of our Texas young people. We say thank you. Isn't that amazing? What a day that the auctioneers had. $6,125,497. And we got to watch it, part of it, thanks to the Cowboy Channel and RFD TV.
Absolutely. Folks, what the Cowboy Channel is doing when they take this feed from us is amazing. It allows you to see some things that maybe you can't make it out for. See the rodeos that you can't get to. But let's give another collective round of applause for all of our buyers and sellers.
Hey, time for the ladies on behalf of Boot Barn. I'm talking about Breakaway Roping. Ladies and gentlemen, our Boot Barn stores got nearly 100 right here in Texas. But we've got over 300 stores. California to North Carolina. Yeah. Coast to coast and border to border. Remember, you get more in store at Boot Barn. Let's rope with Lonnie.
All right, I'm going to take you to a 2017 college national champion. It was 24th in the world last year. Lonnie Lester, Gonzales, Texas. Whoa! Uh-oh. She just broke the barrier. Now watch, we're going to back it up and show you what we're talking about. That calf has a neck rope around his neck that gives him a head start. She came through that barrier right there before the neck rope broke away from that calf's neck. Yep, that is going to cost her 10 seconds. So that 1 and 8 goes to an 11 and 8 for Lonnie Lester.
That's going from champ to jump in one jump right there. Here comes one of two sisters from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Shelby Bojoli. 2 times. She's been to the WPRA and our PRCA rodeo finals. Watch her. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 2-1. Safe. No penalties. She's been our big champion at Salinas, California, where they call it the California Rodeo at Salinas. Nice job, Shelby. I like that horse. I think she calls him Ona. He's the WPRA Horse of the Year last year. All right, you think you can do something better with South Dakota? I'll try you with Texas.
Oh, I'm thinking I can, because I got another college national champion from 2014. And a Badland Circuit finalist. Taylor Engesert lives in Spearfish, South Dakota. When she's not roping, what does she do? She is a nurse. Folks, in the last couple of years, our nurses, our doctors, our frontline workers have been through the fire. Come on, help the nurse. Oh, look back. It's good. You got a new leader, 1.9.
Wow, she did fire. We knew tonight they've been quick. All right, they've been quick every night. But tonight they're going to put the juice in it. Guess what, Doug?
Yeah.
My next lady's a nurse as well, an ICU nurse. Want a little pressure? This is Tacey Webb from Midway, Texas. Sam Houston State University grad. 4 years ago, she was a college all-around champion. Folks, I did say Texas. That's where she's from. Anybody that can be a nurse in ICU. You talk about dedication. A horse would make a difference in their life. Now she's backed in the corner. Smooching to him, trying to get him to ease up. There you go. All right, little lady. You got to be 1'8". Easy for me to say. A lot of people think it's a brand new event. We've been doing it for 50 years with the ladies around the country. There you go. 2. Oh, boy. 2-5. Breakaway roping, as I said, been around a long time. 2 years ago, Mr. Bass and Mr. Barnes and the Fort Worth committee said if we're having breakaway roping for the girls, we're going to make it bigger and better than any place else in the world, and they did. They added $100,000, and the rest of the world has followed suit. Good on you, Fort Worth.
The next lady that's backed in behind the barrier last year was inducted into the Cowgirl Hall of Fame. As well she should be. She's a 9-time world champion out of Abilene, Texas. She's a clinician of breakaway ropers. She can do anything from the back of a horse with a rope. She's absolutely amazing. Last year, she ended up number 7 in the world. She said it ain't going to happen this year. She started off hot. She's the number 1 breakaway roper in the world right now tonight. This is going to be Larry D. Guy. Abilene, Texas. Here we go. Right there.
Wow, 2-2. Well, second. When it's paying this kind of money, ain't bad. I haven't seen her miss in months.
Oh, no. She doesn't miss.
Her mama Mary's here tonight. Larry Guy, her brother Tommy. That's a rodeo ranching family. All right, your lady was number 1. My lady's number 10. Another NFR qualifier. This is Kaycee Dahmer from Dublin, Texas. The newlywed with 9 WPRA world titles behind her. She won around at the finals a year ago. Yep. Got him. Got him. Got him. I see her clapping her hands. Kaycee, tip your hat, honey.
I got a feeling.
Ladies and gentlemen, a new leader, 1.8. Good job. That'll help the honeymoon.
In 2020, when the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo was brought here to Arlington, Texas, you watched this lady win the world championship in the breakaway roping the very first time he got taken to the NFR. She's a 20-time world champion. Here's Jackie Crawford. Oh, no. Well, friends, she's won a world champion 20 times. She's from Stephenville, Texas. Can you give her a little as she leaves our arena?
What an audience in here tonight. As Erin Johnson of Fowler, Colorado gets ready to go, she is too a 3-time champion of the world. And guess what else? That beautiful lady is a mother of 3 beautiful children. A full-time mom. And one of the top 30 in the world just stuck up 1.9. I guess after you've seen a 1.8, a 1.9 just okay. Folks, give it to her. Wow. What a night for the ladies of the WPRA.
Here it comes from NBC5. There it is, Kaycee Dahmer, the newlywed with a 1.8 is going to take home $20,000 for the number 1 spot. Taylor Ingesser with a 1.9, as well as Aaron Johnson. They both take home $10,000. Shelby Boozley with a 2.1 is going to take home $4,000. But right now, we've got the winner with Miss Pam Minnick.
Thank you, guys. You know, this event probably aligns more with the Fort Worth Stock Show sudden death format, more so than any other event, because you guys are letting it go every single time. But talk about the pressure of having to be 1.8 after there were two 1.9s.
Man, it almost makes it better. You have to go fast or not. So that was, the only game plan.
Talk a little bit about your horse, because it takes a lot to get out. And we talked earlier in the steer wrestling about that fine line between breaking a barrier. We saw a few of those tonight.
Yeah, he's been amazing all week. I've been here multiple times, and I don't think we've been any slower than 2-3. So he's been awesome.
That's because you're an awesome roper, a champion. Talk about Fort Worth and what it's meant to breakaway roping. They were the first to really step it up.
Yeah, they were the first, and we've been, pumped from day one. This place is amazing. All the volunteers, hospitality, it's, you can't compare it to anything else.
Well, you got a lot of money, but look, there's more. Mr. Bass and Mr. Barnes have got some hardware and some whiskey for you. Kelsey Domer, your champion, breakaway roper, Fort Worth.
Well, Kelsey, you're going to enjoy this beautiful buckle. Our Fort Worth buckles are quite pristine. Mr. Bass holds it on a plaque, but you can wear it. Mr. Barnes has got something for you. It's for you, not your horse, even though we like your horse too. Ladies and gentlemen, what a champion, what a champion. Kelsey Domer.
Do you want the world of rodeo in the palm of your hand? Pull out your phones and point it at the screen now to download the Cowboy Channel Plus app. There is so much free content. You get all the latest news, highlights, standings, schedules, day sheets, and more. Follow the sport of rodeo like never before. Download the app and get breaking news, alerts, early access to tickets, and more sent straight to your phone for free. If it's happening in Western sports, it's happening on Cowboy Channel Plus.
You knew this day would come. You've trained. You've prepared. You got this. Well done, partner.
Steve, don't just stand there. Mommy's coming.
Texas Health for all your close calls.
Folks, hope you were able to take advantage of the full stock show experience. It's a group sales program that featured dinner, entertainment, rodeo tickets, and so much more that you can put with it. For more information on how you can put together a stock show experience for next year for your group of employees, clients, family, or friends, visit the stock show's website at fwssr.com.
Well, Doug, we have people enjoying that experience tonight. The bachelor party in section 119. Congratulations to the groom, Zukala, and his bride, Verti Sylvester. I bet they're having a large time, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to add congratulations to the groom on making the worst decision of your life. My name's Matt Merritt. I'm your rodeo clown. Are you having fun tonight? All right, whoa. I want to show you something. I got to get this out really quick. This is a hat that only the contestants of the show get. It's been autographed by the contestants and the finalists here at the last day of the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo. I'm going to give this away tonight to the person who I believe is the loudest, coolest fan. Everybody got it? All right. Okay, now, wait. I also have some tickets to the October 1st Keith Urban concert. I have Faith here with me. Faith is from Dallas. Don't hold it against her. Faith, we're going to play some Keith Urban music. You can hear it in the background. If you can finish the lyrics, you are getting the tickets to the Keith Urban concert on October 1st. Benji, let's go.
Who wouldn't want to be me?
She's getting Keith Urban tickets. How about a round of applause for Faith? Oh, that's perfect. But right now, you're going to love this. It's time to ride saddle bronc horses, and it's brought to you by PX Whiskey. Remarkably approachable without a bite or a burn. This is an award-winning bourbon that's balanced, smooth, and has a warm finish. We got one down in chute 3, Bobby T. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Canadian on a Canadian. Young Lucas Macza, High River, Alberta. His father's got bucking horses in here tonight. And this Calgary Stampede bucking horse is one of those graded coconut colts made by embryo transfer. They've been 89 points on this horse 4 times. 89 and a half once. 88 and a half 3 times. Lucas, let's give the Wild Cherry a shot to buck. Oh, this kid can ride. Now this is a bronc riding, folks. Different than the bareback riding. Look at that. That horse is a machine too. And he spikes the landing. I don't recommend that for young bronc riders. Let's watch him again. Hit, click, hit, click. Oh, that's awesome. 82 points. 8-2. All right, I'll give you one Canadian too tonight, Doug. Take you up to Arrowwood, Alberta, Canada. For a third-generation bronc rider and a Canadian circuit champion in a Maple Leaf circuit, Cole Ashbacker. And a J-Bar-J bucking horse called In the Lou. This horse has been to the NFR 3 times, been rank horse in the second round. He bucked all Stetson Wright. Come on, they were 92 and a half on this little bucking horse. Oh, he made it looking pretty. But we're going to show it to you again from the Mattress Firm replay. Now watch the horse jump out. And he does go to clicking him. Every jump, every time. How about a new leader? 85. All right, young Tegan. I've got a young stallion about to try to ride a middle-aged stud. Tegan Smith, the Winterest, Iowa. Folks, this is Sparky Dreesen's straight jacket. This Big Bay Bally paint is a stallion. Comes from the great stallion Night Jacket. This horse has been selected to go to Las Vegas to the ring run part 7 times. Wow. We just keep pushing the pedal. Now pedal the bike. And we keep pushing the scores up. 87. New leader. Right now, down in chute 5, there's a horse called Angel Eyes. It's a 7-time NFR bucking horse in the bareback and the bronc riding. Stetson Wright was 91 and a half points in Colorado Springs, setting an arena record on this horse. They've run it under the man from Chalice, Idaho. Cade Bruno, the 3-time Columbia River Circuit finalist. He's going to lift and we're going to ride. This is a championship pro rodeo bucket horse. You know, as much as that horse bucks with his head up, I think he jerked a little rain out of his hand. Just a little. Yep, right about there. You saw that rain come through his hand. And they're going to tell us 76. 76. I'm going to change everything up for you now. Leighton Green comes from Meeting Creek, Alberta, way up north in Alberta, near Edmonton. Folks, he has drawn the horse of Jim Gay's that we call Assault. This is the horse they won the first $1 million on at the American. He has been to the NFR 12 times, and you're watching a 22-year-old Neil Kay fucking horse. All right, now watch Josh Edwards ride in, take the reins, let my man down. Keep an eye on that Palomino horse that pickup man's riding. Keep an eye on him. As you watch it back on the Mattress Firm replay, the score is going to come up right now as 84.5. 84.5 is going to put the man from Alberta, Canada in at number 3. But right now, I want to move you up to the big sky country of Montana. Any Montanans here tonight? This man that you're about to watch comes from the town of Deer Lodge. Chase Brooks, a 4-time NFR qualifier, has drawn yesterday's delivery. The 12-year-old bay mare from the Calgary Stampede. His horse's daddy is a world champion graded coconut. His mama is one of the greatest mare bucking horses of all time, called Zippy Delivery. Alan Bohr at the NFR was 90.5 points on this horse that you're about to watch. It's all going to happen down in chute number 2. Now I want you to look. Chase Brooks, as he sets down into this saddle, he is going to sink those Justin boots deep down into the stirrups of that Association saddle. Now they're trying to get that horse to stand up so he can get his left leg down. There you go. That's a very dangerous position right there. You got him locked on the right side. Ooh, no. There you go. Ease him up, ease him up. Whoa, delivery, whoa. The most dangerous place and moment in this event is on that horse in that steel preferred chute. Oh, yeah. Come on, everybody. Let's liven it up a little bit. Come on. I think we got him where we want him. It's a Montana man and a Canadian bucking horse. Nicely done for Montana. I'm not too sure that there wasn't about 10 shots of great bronc riding pictures in that 8 seconds and 87 points. Tie for the lead. Yes, sir. Put him in a split for first and second. All right, now I'm going to go try to get you an 88, Doug. Ladies and gentlemen, the number 1 ranked bronc rider in the world today comes from Huntsville, Texas. Yep, Sterling Crawley. And this will be the 6th time that he's got on this horse of Jimmy Roth and Will O'Connell's we call Bad Onion. He was 86 points on him the last time at Cheyenne. This horse, born and raised on the Jim Corkle ranches in South Dakota. or you win a lot of money. On the bad onion. The Corcos, they've been raising bucking horses since the 40s. One of the first 5 families to ever bring horses to Texas in 59 for the very first NFR. Sterling Crawley. Oh, the fur isn't flying. Look at him spur. That's kind of like 2 old friends getting together on a Saturday night in the Dickey's Arena right there. He's had that horse about 6 times. Latest one was a rematch from Cheyenne when he was 86. Tonight, they're going to tell us 85.5 for Sterling Crawley. 85.5. Oh, but Bobby T, there was one left. The hottest saddle and the hottest bull rope in rodeo today belong to Stetson Wright, the reigning all-around champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, at the age of 22, he has drawn Ward Macza's Get Smart. This horse is a world champion in Canada, the United States, at the Calgary Stampede. Every place you can get a title. And Stetson Wright last year won $686,000. Riding bulls and broncs. Watch it. Yeah! Oh, I want to see about 3 replays on this start. Oh, watch it, watch it, watch it. Look at that start. There it was. But you get ready because we've got a new arena record by 0.5 point. 91.5.
More cowboys. I feel more people who.
There is no way in the world that we could have wrote a recipe to cook this one tonight. Last man. A new arena record. Ward Macza, thank you for the horse. Cody, Sharif, thank you for the boy. Ladies and gentlemen, NBC5 will show it to you. There it is. 91.5 at $20,000. Tegan, he gets 10. Chase, he gets 10. And Sterling Crawley from Huntsville, he's going to get 4. Oh. I want to hear what Dave Appleton has got to say now, because this is the event that Dave Appleton was a world champion in. Ozzy?
Thank you, Bob. Stetson, that was revenge for a new arena record. You got to like that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And the money, too, that's how much I would have.
You won $600,000 and you just won $20,000 in Fort Worth, Texas, and you're worried about $20,000?
I got revenge. That felt good.
I like it. Speak about that. A lot of people may not realize that. This horse is a big rear out of there. You set your feet when the horse came. He popped your head up. You had to really get underneath your buck rein to get back down in that saddle.
Yeah, she's, you wouldn't believe it because she's small, but she's so strong. But you have to gas it and stay back and lift. And luckily I did that today.
You know, that you came on the scene as a bull rider, and pretty quick, being the last name were Wright, you learned how to ride broncs pretty good. I watched the brothers and the family the other day. It is really a family affair when the Wrights show up at a rodeo.
Oh, yeah, everywhere, behind the chutes. And today when they're not here, I've been on the phone with them all day. So we're always supporting each other, and I'm lucky to have them.
You're lucky to have them. In fact, I rodeoed with your dad. He's one of the best, and he's taught you very, very well. Talk about the stock here. I looked back through the bronc riding this week. There was over 35 85-point bronc rides, and we just saw a lot of great rides. How good's the stock been here at the stock show this year?
Oh, it's been outstanding. Everything, I mean, I've gone anywhere from eliminators to buckers, but they all did something and gave me a chance to win, and I'm glad I
And you got through the wild card round, and you won the wild card, came back, won the semifinals 2 nights ago, and won the night. You kind of got there the hard way, but you are the champ.
Yeah, my mom and dad always said that's how I always did it, and I wish I wouldn't.
All right, here's Mr. Bass, Mr. Barnes with some great hardware. Your champion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we told you he set an arena record. By the way, the arena record that he broke was 91 points set by his father, Cody Wright, in 2011. But right now, Mr. Bass and Mr. Barnes have that beautiful Fort Worth Stock Show Rodeo buckle and TX whiskey.
Ladies and gentlemen, a few minutes ago, I asked you to take a look at that yellow horse in the arena. Under his owner, Josh Edwards. His name is Hollywood. He was purchased in 2002 at the NFR Buck and Stock sale in Las Vegas by the Raptorji Rodeo Company. Started at Mesquite Championship Rodeo as a pickup horse, became one of Josh's main mounts. Occasionally filled in as a flag horse in our Palomino parade, and eventually purchased by Josh, Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo pickup man, now for 22 years in a row.
Ladies and gentlemen, together, Josh Edwards and Hollywood have been selected to work the NFR, the Round National Circuit Finals Rodeo, 8 circuit finals, 7 tour finales, and some of the greatest rodeos in our industry, like our own Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo, Cheyenne Frontier Days, Rodeo Houston, San Antonio, San Angelo, Colorado Springs, Pueblo, Prescott, Tucson, Odessa, Austin, Texas, Pecos, Dodge City, Sikeston, and Fort Madison.
Of the 50 PRCA rodeos on the tour, he has been to 20 of them. He was called in as a Victory Lab horse a year ago over in Arlington, and Stetson Wright rode him in for a world title. He has quietly seen the biggest stages in rodeo. His name has never been called to an audience. He's always been in the background in every photo.
Friends, he's been there for world champion cowboys, world champion bucking horses, but there's never been a moment dedicated to him. He just did his job. Hollywood has performed all over the country and in front of millions of fans in person or on TV. But Fort Worth was, is, and always will be his home rodeo.
Tonight, folks, will make his 698th performance at the Fort Worth Rodeo over 20 years. Now, we're going to retire him with the Edwards family, Josh, his beautiful wife, Christy, Blevin, the oldest, and Brennan from over at Forney. Tonight, his dad, mom, and them 2 boys said, Yella, you want to go home? You're 25 years old tonight, and you get to go with me and my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Give that horse a bigger round.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have an important announcement from the Texas Rangers, and we're not talking baseball.
Hello, I'm Chance Collins, Chief of the Texas Rangers. For 200 years, the Texas Rangers have been a part of the history and heritage of the Old West. And although we hold a special reverence to our past, we proudly embrace who we have become. Today's Texas Rangers represent the integrity, professionalism, and diversity you would hope to find in one of the world's oldest and most professional law enforcement organizations. On March the 2nd, Texas Independence Day, the Texas Rangers have an exciting announcement right here in Dickey's Arena, and we hope you will join us for this important commemoration. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, in box 22C tonight is a dear friend of Texas, our city of Fort Worth, and the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo. This is our Congresswoman and former mayor of Fort Worth, now the ranking member of the House Appropriations Committee. Please welcome Miss Congresswoman Kay Granger.
All right, guys, here's the thing. We're in commercial break on the Cowboy Channel, so I'm doing this not for the people on TV, but for those of you that are here from the great state of Texas and the city of Fort Worth. How many of you here fit that description? For me, as a rodeo clown, it's an honor to stand on this dirt and to be here and be a part of this. I want you to understand, I travel all over the world. I get to go to Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Mexico, places like Oakland and Los Angeles. And I want you to know how good you have it here in Fort Worth. So I'm going to read you some news. And this is all true stuff straight out of Fort Worth Star-Telegram, okay? I'm going to measure LA's news versus yours. Listen, yesterday, Friday, February the 4th, this is LA. 3:41 p.m., a caller reported a hit and run on the corner of Corvallis and Pinkley. LAPD responded, a chase ensued, and ended in a fiery crash near the Dublin Heights Strip Mall. No report of the suspect's well-being has been sent in. Meanwhile, same time, same day, Fort Worth, Texas. Friday, February 4th, 4:18 p.m., an elderly woman expected to be in her 90s used a cantaloupe and a 2-liter of Dr. Pepper to knock out a 20-year-old male in a dispute over the last gallon of milk at Central Market, which they were both trying to purchase preemptively because lowering temperatures and the potential of winter precipitation. Thank you.
I don't believe that. Ladies and gentlemen, our Watson Boot Company. Oh, my goodness. Time for the tie-down roping. Oh, a cantaloupe. You know, our big friend, Randy Watson, he's been in the cowboy boot business for better than 40 years. He led companies like Luke Casey, Justin, Tony Lama, and Nakona. I got more in a minute. Let's rope.
Here's Chad Mayfield, the world champion from Clovis, New Mexico. You need to help him now. Yep.
Wow, good stuff, buddy. Oh, my God. If the first guy so 8-4,
yeah,
you know what kind of a pin this is going to be.
It's going to be quick. Friends, that man has been to the NFR 3 times. In 2020 in Texas, he won the world championship. And at the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo, got the big check of $5,000. But as he rides out with an 8-4, can you give the world champion a little something for being here in Cowtown?
Real quick, I want to jump back on our big buddy Randy Watson, our Watson Boot Company. Folks, for 40 years, he has worked with Wenda suppliers all over the world. I want you to think about a pair of R. Watson boots. If he puts his name on them, you need to put your feet in them. And here's Bryson Sechrist, Apache, Oklahoma, a college champion, a Prairie Circuit champion. Now, he'd like to be a Fort Worth champion. Here we go. We're up and we're gone. I told you, buddy. I don't know what y'all do for a living, but can you make 20 grand legally in the dark? With a 7.2? I guess there's a lot of other things I could throw in there. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. New Mexico looked good. Oklahoma is shining. And now it's Texas.
Oh, yeah. Anybody here tonight from Erad County in Stephenville, Texas? You better come alive right now. the number 17 man in the world on this night and moving up as fast as he can, just rode into the box. 9 times in the NFR, 8th in the world last year with 191,000. Marty Yates from Stephenville, Texas. Yeah, here we come. Get on him, buddy. Oh, no. That young man right there has given us so many memories at the NFR. Rodeos all over the country, but tonight, yep, he's going to come up short. Give the man from Stephenville, Texas, a little something as he rides out.
I should have never turned my back. I figured he'd just go be 7 flat. The next man's father, Roy Cooper, has never won this rodeo. This man, the youngest of 3 boys of the Roy and Jerry Cooper family, is Tough Cooper from Decatur, Texas. Millions of dollars won. But it's a lot easier to win more when you catch them. What is happening? I don't believe that. For those of you on the Cowboy Channel, yeah, that was Tough Cooper. Yes, he missed. Yes, he's human. Fort Worth, you're his hometown. Come on. Let's give him something for being who he is. I ain't going to quit that kid ever.
You know, we've been talking all week about speed traps. These guys they're trying to go fast. They'll have a bobble. Sometimes you got to slow down to be quicker. But the man in green that just come in is the number 10 man in the world out of Prairie View, Texas. Here's Corey Solomon. He's got him. Come on. Watch him go fast in those. Oh! Happened again. It's hard to shove 10 pounds into a 5-pound sack. That's where we're talking. You need to slow down to go quicker.
If Roger Mooney was here, he'd say it'd be a lot easier trying to push a hot dog through a lifesaver.
That's it.
Wait, hide.
God.
I know. Can you even think I said that? Okay. Texas A&M at Canyon, Texas. Any Aggies in the house? Here it comes. Get out, Quade. Hurry, son. Yeah. It's working. Oh, my God. Woo. 35 years ago in the Will Rogers Arena, this man's grandfather, the all-time great Butch Myers, was a champion. Tonight, 7-5. And I'll bet your grandpa is watching. That'll put him second behind Bryson Sechrist. Oh, have I mentioned this, Texans? Texans, listen. Oklahoma is in the lead.
Well, we're going to try to rectify that right now with a man from Mount Pleasant, Texas. We talked to this young man out on the street one day. He's about 6'1". He's one long, tall drink of water. Kincaid Henry is the number 11 man right now in the world. He was the 2020 top 5 permit qualifier. Get down. Watch him go down. Come on. Oh. Hurry. There you go. Going to be a 9-8 if he stays tied. Now, I want you to watch something. His mattress firm comes back. He'll give you the replay. When they rope these calves, they need to try and leave them standing. If you knock one down, it takes you that much longer to get down, clear him, flank him again, and then tie him.
Hey, Doug, guess what?
What?
You know this cute little kid sitting next to me, the new rodeo announcer of the year?
Yeah, Garrett.
Our show caller, our boss.
Yeah.
Garrett Urigan.
Uh-huh.
He's been Googling for me again.
Yeah.
He Googles, I giggle.
Yeah.
That 7-2 of Bryson Sechrist is now the new arena record in the tie-down roping.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
In arena records, he wins.
Charlie Gibson, why don't you break it and be 7-1? Charlie Gibson comes from way out west Texas. It's Midland. He's a 3-time Texas Circuit qualifier. Garrett Urigan's a geek. Did you know that?
He is.
Oh, no, don't get up, Charles. Ew, when that nice calf waited for him. 8-5, buddy. 8-5. Garrett, thank you for the electronic knowledge. Thank you. Folks, I don't know if we're going to keep setting records tonight or not, but there's the third one. You're watching Tie Down Roping. Because I want to thank my timers, Shelly Palman, Jolie Jordan, Kathy Myers, and one of the greatest rodeo secretaries that breathes, our own Eva Chadwick.
Yes, she is.
That is our lady.
All right, the leaderboard's up, and NBC5 is going to tell it like this. Bryson Sechrist with a 7.2. That's the new arena record. He pockets $20,000. Wade Height with a 7.5 takes on $12,000. Chad Mayfield with an 8.4 and $8,000. And Charlie Gibson, yep, he's going to take home $4,000. But right now, with our winner, here's Dave Appleton.
Thank you, Doug. Bryson, you just heard a new arena record, 7-2. You were the second guy out in the rope, and did you have a mindset after you said, okay, I'm going to try to set something for him to come after?
I knew I was going to have to go fast because all them guys behind me are rope really good, and I knew I just let it all hang out.
Speaking about letting it all hang out, your horse worked perfect. As you got down to your calf got up off the ground, you went one rap and a hooey. Was it the mindset to just kind of cut around the corner and get your hands in the air?
Yes, sir, because all them guys behind me, they could have beat me by 2 or 3 tenths any time of the day, and so I just took a chance.
You won San Angelo, a big rodeo. Fort Worth, Texas, you set the new arena record. This has got to be a milestone for you because you're trying to punch your ticket to the NFR for the first time. This is pretty special.
Oh, this is real special, and I want to thank Tyler Milligan for letting me bring his horse, and we can buy more diapers now.
There you go. One thing about it, 20 grand will buy you a lot of diapers, Tyler. Here is your champion, Mr. Bryson Sechrist. Don't go anywhere because Mr. Barnes, Mr. Bass have some great hardware for you.
Yes, they do. Mr. Bass, Mr. Barnes, there's that beautiful buckle, folks. Out of all rodeo buckles in the world, that is one of the most coveted buckles. The contestants, they love to win Fort Worth to get that buckle. And they also like that PX whiskey.
UMB Bank. That's what I'm talking about right there. 107 years old. UMB. They offer complete banking services, payment solutions, asset servicing, private wealth management, and they do it nationwide. UMB says, let's go to the team roping.
We're going to start it off with the number 4 header in the world, Garrett Rogers. Yep, we've seen him in Las Vegas, out of Baker City, Oregon. He's on the front end, and his partner, NFR qualifier, Justin Davis from Cottonwood, California. All right, they're going to pick up 1 in the back end. That's going to be a 5-second penalty. They were going to be 4 and 6. Now, with the 5 seconds, that will take them to a 9.6 for the penalty.
I've got arena record setters. Andrew Ward at the head end holds the record in Las Vegas with a 54.7 on 10 steers. The average winner, Buddy Hawkins, a world champion, a Fort Worth champion. At the heels. Now 2. Good shot, bud. 4.9. I'd like you to consider as you watch the replay, look at everything that has to happen in under 5 seconds. Wow. Good shot. Good TV shot as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give the credit where credit is due. Doug Latrobe, and I want to talk about the Dickey's Arena, the technical staff that has killed for us this week.
Here's Zach Pilga, Stephen Bill, and Jake Edwards. We're going to look at a 5.3, folks. The man on the back end comes from Fort Ann, New York. That man from Stephenville, Texas, is a pipe yard owner with Black Star Pipe out on 108 Stephenville. We're going to move them into second place with a 5.3.
Now, for those of you that are watching on the Cowboy Channel, all of this television work, here comes Jake Orman, Bright Kreitz. I'm going to get to my team here in a minute, I promise. Jake, good. Oh, Bright. 4-4. We got a new leader. Mary Jane, are you jumping for joy? There's your boy. Oh, that's a pretty shot. All right, Cody Snow, Wesley Thorpe.
Here's a team that can come up and challenge that 4.4. Cody Snow lives in the west part of this country, the town of Los Olivos, California. He rides a 2021 horse of the year called Annie. In 19, we watched him win the average championship at our Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. The man on the back from Throckmorton is a world champion, Wesley Thorpe. Oh! And a world champ's not going to get a shot. No. Come on, you got an average champion and a world champion. Don't you let them leave without giving them something.
All right, real quick. The director of our show for all electronics and camera work, Hugo, my Peruvian. Tommy, he does the switching. Trey does the graphics. James does the clips. And my main man is our replay man. That'll be Big Buddy. Good job, guys. Dickey's Arena, your staff is amazing.
I'm going to introduce you right now to the 2021 and reigning world champions. From Hoboken, Georgia, on the front is Kaleb Driggers, the 9-time NFR qualifier. And from Brazil, Junior Nogueira, the world champion in the back.
You sure it's not Nogueira?
Nogueira.
Nogueira. I've been schooled too. Nogueira for 2.
Yeah, buddy, lean back. Oh, and look at this. You got new leaders of 4.2.
I've been popping, man, I feel just like a rock star.
What do you think of the team open, Canyon Canal? Sure, your sister's impressed. Now the arena record is a 3-9. Joshua, Jonathan, let's go break it. The Torres brothers from Ocala, Florida. They spend their winters in Stephenville. Josh and Jonathan Torres. What a team open. 4-2-4-4-4-9-5-3. No time. And then there was one.
The guy that's coming in on the front end of this team and is an award-winning quarterback. He had so many offers to play football. We're awfully glad that he chose rodeo. The 4-time NFR qualifier, Ren Richard from Roosevelt, Utah, ended up 5th last year in the world of all the headers. And the world champion from Arrowwood, Alberta, Canada on the back end, Jeremy Bueller. This is your number 6 healer, or number 6 header, and number 4 healer in the world today. Yeah, quick shot. Come on. 2. Get 2. Go.
4-6. That'll put him 3rd. That'll put him 3rd. I'll live with that.
Gonna take you back to the world champions with a 4.2. Yep, Kaleb Driggers Jr. Nogueira. That was a pretty good team roping. But right now, as Mattress Firm finishes up, NBC 5 is going to show you how it shakes out. Driggers and Nogueira with a 4-2. They're going to take home $20,000. Foreman and Kreitz, $12,000. Richard and Bueller with $8,000. And Ward and Hawkins, they pocket $4,000. But right now with our winners, here's Pam Mimic.
Are there any Kaleb Driggers Jr. Nogueira fans in the house tonight? Yes, there are. You know, team roping is the biggest equestrian sport, and these guys really set the bar and continue to raise that bar in team roping. First of all, let's talk about the Fort Worth Rodeo and this arena.
Yes, ma'am. This is an awesome setup. I've been dreaming to win this rodeo for a long time, and then to get it done tonight, that's pretty special. And just thank everybody for coming out tonight, and glory be to God.
Well, and this is not the first time only roping in Dickey's arena. You guys have been here for about a week. You showed at the Quarter Horse Show as well. Set the 2 fastest times in that, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am. We've had a blessed week and just thankful to be here.
All right, now going to Junior, former all-around champion. Junior, I noticed you with your horse in the box. You're really kind of keeping him on his toes and got a real good start on that steer. Talk about that.
Well, I know we have to be fast tonight to win first, so we had a chance. We compete against the best ropers in the world, and this rodeo has been amazing, and it's one dream come true to get to win it tonight. And I know my partner is really fast, and I know I had to give a good start.
And you did. Congratulations, our team roping champions. But you're leaving with more whiskey and buckles, Mr. Bass and Mr. Barnes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, our general manager and president, Mr. Brad Barnes. He's got the whiskey. They've each got their buckles. Thank you, Mr. Bass. What a great presentation. $20,000 each is a lot of money.
Well, folks, we want you to grab your friends and head to the Roadhouse for a cold Bud Light. It's out on Simmons Bank Plaza, and do it right after this rodeo performance. Tonight, it's country music artist and award-winning songwriter David Nail. Your admission is included with your rodeo ticket, souvenir pin, grounds admission ticket, or a museum membership.
You know, folks, our big Coliseum up front by the Will Rogers Tower has been full. That is the Will Rogers Auditorium. We've seen Academy Award winner Ryan Bingham, Jeff Foxworthy, Clint Black, the old 97s, the Fort Worth Symphony. But I want to say thank you again to our friends at TX Whiskey for making it happen.
Now in its 20th year as a sponsor, Dickey's champions the dignity of work, providing workers with durable, functional, and comfortable workwear, and they've been doing it since 1922. The company is headquartered right here in Fort Worth, Texas, and employs more than 1,000 people locally. And Dickey's not only is a sponsor of the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo, they also sponsor the beautiful Dickey's Arena.
good to be back in the saddle. This ain't our first rodeo, Fort Worth. And just like this legendary event in its 125th run, we're committed to continuing our own century-long legacy of helping people and building communities. Proud to be the official bank of the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo.
All right, it's horse racing time. I want to say thank you to Chase Banks as we chase the barrels with the ladies. Chase Bank employing nearly 3,000 people in Fort Worth, the oldest bank in our city since 1873. And they are ready to serve you in their 50 branches. All right, it's 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 around that third and final barrel. You come alive. Here's Sissy Wind, Chapman Ranch, Texas, and a little horse they call Chewy. Yep. One more, and she wants to hear from you. And we're going to start it off with a 1658. You'll notice we'll rake after every run. That gives the ladies a better shot. Ivy Sabins, Nogueira, Oklahoma. Here is a 5-time NFR qualifier, 8th in the world a year ago. Oh, yeah. Come on, Texas. Help the ladies. Clean run. 1638. Are getting better, Doug. Better whoop up. Oh, we're about to whoop up right now because I'm going to bring in the 5-time NFR qualifier and 3-time world champion. She's also won the average. In the last 8 years, if you've been anywhere that resembles a rodeo, you've heard of this lady. Haley Kinzel and sister. That's 2, head for 3. You helped the world champ.
That was all she.
New leader, 1624. By the way, she's won the last 2 Fort Worth Stock Show rodeos. Well, I've got another nurse for you. This will be the 3rd nurse of the night, Wenda Johnson. She holds the record here at a 16-17 on this horse. She calls him back. Watch it. Go for it again, Wenda. Oh, boy. We have got a new record. Woo. Oh, my goodness, Doug. 1608. She just put the smoke on them. All right, here comes the reigning world champion and average champion from Las Vegas and the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. And she lives in Toler, Texas. Here's George Briggs. This is the 2021 Horse of the Year. She calls him Rolo. Let's roll. 16-30. That'll put her in at number 3. Is there anybody in the house from Parker County, Texas? Wow. Here comes Stevie Hillman from Weatherford. I know the Poolville families are here tonight. Yep. Let's go. That's Lemon Drop. Good. Come on, Blue Eyes. Go, Parker County, go. Wow. 1657. I love new records. Gonna be tough to beat this one. Oklahoma and Wisconsin are left. Yeah.
Medford, Oklahoma. You see the lady right now fixing to drop into the alley. That is Michelle Darling. She's a Prairie Circuit champ. Here's a little horse, Martini. Oh, that's going to cost her 5, and tonight that's going to take her completely out of it. But friends, you give the little Oklahoma lady something and she leaves. Going to be a 21.93 with the penalty. 21.93.
All right, Cricket, you can do this. From Eau Claire, Wisconsin, here is the Great Lakes Circuit champion on a horse called Jax. This is Cricket Gittner, last lady out. You got to be 16:07 to beat the record. You got to be 16:2 or 3. Get a big check. Oh, this could be good. Yeah. We'll see if that gets it or not. 16:59. I'm going to be excited to watch this next interview when Wenda Johnson, who just won $20,000, Haley Kinsel for 12, Jordan Briggs for 8, Ivy Sabins for 4, and you're about to meet 2 happy ladies. Here come the blondes, Pamela and Wenda.
Well, I don't know if this audience here in Fort Worth and our audience watching on the Cowboy Channel realize, but you are seeing a rodeo tonight like no other. The 4th arena, yeah, you can say that. Hello. The 4th arena record tonight, and Wenda, you and Mac just put on a show here at Fort Worth.
Well, it was exciting to get to run them here. The owners that are my friends that have these horses, this is where it started for them. They watched this rodeo and said, my horse can be a barrel horse. And I'm grateful to have this win on these amazing horses that I get to ride.
I had heard that story. Amy Wilson told that story earlier this week, that they watched the rodeo here at the stock show. That just shows that anybody in the stands, just buy any horse and see if you can do what Wenda Johnson has done on Mac. Talk about this last run.
It was smooth and easy, and he's so willing, and he loves to run. So I'm grateful that I had this opportunity on great ground to come make a run tonight.
And thanks a lot to those guys that watched it and let you have that horse. Congratulations. Mr. Bass and Mr. Barnes have another gift for you. Wenda Johnson, our champion at Fort Worth.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just been told we have set 4 arena records tonight. That's a great night. But right now, Mr. Bass and Mr. Barnes is out with Wenda Johnson with that beautiful Fort Worth Stock Show Rodeo buckle and that beautiful TX whiskey.
Well, we're going to have a very special moment right now with Fort Worth's own Pam Minnick and a very special presentation. Pamela?
Well, you know, right next door, right out the backside of Dickey's Arena is the National Cowgirl Museum and Hall of Fame, where cowgirls are honored, and we tell the story year-round of that. One of our honorees was Jerry Ann Taylor. She was a trick rider. She was an outstanding cowgirl. She's an honoree in the Cowgirl Museum. And when she passed away, we started the Jerry Ann Taylor Best Dressed Award to really revive the style that Jerry Ann had and that the cowgirls of the past had. And I think you saw these girls really bring it tonight in their style. With us tonight, Kit Moncrief, the president of the Cowgirl Museum, Elaine Agather, Nicole Sheridan, who are also on the Cowgirl Museum board, and they will be presenting a beautiful bracelet and this briefcase full of $5,000 to the first barrel racer you saw in the arena tonight, Sissy Wynn. Sissy, first of all, a great run, but talk about this outfit.
Oh man, I was so excited to make the short go, and so I knew I had to make a killer outfit. So my mom and I stayed up all night sewing. So it was a lot of fun.
What does it mean to the Cowgirls to have this opportunity for an extra $5,000 and really carry on the cowgirl spirit of the museum?
Oh man, it's such an honor just to have my name up there and to be able to dress and show like our style and dress up our horse. It's just a lot of fun.
Our Jerry Ann Taylor Best Dressed Award winner, Sissy Wynn. And make sure that you guys go right out there. The Cowgirl Museum is open year-round, and we want to see you there.
When you're kicking up your boots, you aren't thinking about electricity, but Reliant is. Speaking of electricity and boots, when you sign up for the Reliant Rodeo plan, you get a $100 Cavender's gift card and a great electricity price to boot. So just giddy up on over to the friendly Reliant folks at the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo, or visit Reliant.com/rodeo to find out more.
$100 Cavender's gift card will arrive within 6 weeks. PUCT number 10007.
All right, we're calling it the museum now. Look at there. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to our dear friends at Central Market, right over here on Hewlin, off I-30, our favorite shopping market and lunch stop as well. They have been paying the bills for thousands of people to go through our museums. Our people took their ticket. Central Market paid the bill. To the Fort Worth Museum of Science and History, the Cattle Raisers Museum, and Pam Minnick's favorite, the National Cowgirl Museum and Hall of Fame. Thank you, Central Market.
Are you guys having an awesome time at the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo? Let me hear you say, yeah. Guess what? It's not over yet, and this is one of the favorite things I've had to do the entire time. I think this is our 24th opportunity to give away these hats that have been autographed by the stars of the show. So let me hear you if you think you're the big winner. All right. So I'm going to go with my heart tonight. I saw so many people having so much fun. But right here, there are two little girls that are you twins? No, you're not twins. Okay, well, there goes my joke. Anyway, you guys have sparkly clothes on. You've got they've got a stick horse down here. They've been riding every barrel racing horse just like the big girls. And when we gave those guys an award, you guys cheered. I'm going to give these two girls an award, and I think you should do the same thing. How about it? They're getting the hats, Fort Worth. These beautiful little girls.
Saturday night's alright for fighting. Get a little action in. Get a body's oil down the diesel train. Gonna send this town alight. Saturday night's the night I like. Saturday night's alright. Saturday, 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 Saturday night's alright.
Fort Worth, are you ready to ride some bulls? All our friends at Mattress Firm says it's bull riding time. Are you getting a little too much giddy up, not enough sleep? I want you to find a Mattress Firm store. They're everywhere. Get a new mattress. You'll love it. Oh, we're going to start it off with a rematch from the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Creek Young, last year's Rookie of the Year, and the Relentless Bull from Thorell and Diamond S. Yo! That NFR Bucking Bull, now 4 times this year here in Dickey's, has de-seated every rider that's tried him. I want you to give something to the bull right now. What an amazing bull. Good job, Pickens. Ladies and gentlemen, from up in the mountain country of Chalice, Idaho, comes Ruger Fever. C.K. Reed, Northside Fort Worth, owns this bull. We call the party animal. Now, folks, there's a $20,000 check waiting for somebody in this event. Watch this little man. We say Viva Las Vegas, but it's really Viva. There's that Benji Penalty. What an awesome job you've done for 3 weeks, my friend. All right, you're making the final pull. Boy, he's got that hand way to the left to center. What does he know that we don't know? Come on, Rigger. Let's do it. Right here. I thought he might know that bull was going to go to the left. He went to the right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, right now I want to introduce you to the bullfighters and our barrel man. From Bonita, Oklahoma, Mr. Evan Aller. From Tuttle, Oklahoma, Nathan Hart. Haskell, Texas, and Weston Rutowski. And Mr. Matt Merritt in the barrel. All right, Trey Kimzey, Strong City, Oklahoma. Look here, the chosen one. Yeah. Yes. We're going to beat 85 points. We're on the board, Doug. We're on the board.
Folks, you're going to watch that young man's brother a little bit later on, but right now, I'm going to take you down to the number 8 man in the world right now in the bull riding. From Moriarty, New Mexico. He's an NFR qualifier. We watched him once in Las Vegas among the top 15 in the world. 3 times he's won the Turquoise Circuit Championship. But the little bull, they run under him. Twice we've watched him in Las Vegas. They call him Johnny Thunder. Stetson Wright was 92 points here in our Bulls Night Out performance at the first of our show to make the win on this bull. It's Scotty Knapp and Johnny Thunder. And I want you to come alive when we swing shoot gate 3. Y'all ready? Oh, come on. Y'all ready? Do it. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Look. You betcha. You got another one. So the scores come up. Oh, buddy. How about 90 points?
Yeah, so now this is my season. Like a renegade coming out swinging. If you're looking for the
now the arena record is a 95. Could we get a 95.5 or a 96? Aaron Williams? Let's give it a try, Beach Boy. Aaron Williams comes from Pismo Beach, California. He's a surfer. Yeah. 2-time California champion. The Bull from Sparky Dreesen. They call him the fun hater. This bull twice has been voted the rank bull of the night at the National Finals Rodeo. This bull bucked off the all-around champion, Stetson Wright, a week ago tonight in this arena. Aaron Williams could care less. Is it everybody? Norco, California, watch your boy tonight. I know they got a big watch party out there in the Grunmeyer house. All of the Boot Barn people are watching. It's a BR boy, the newlywed. Double A, ride. Ooh. Oh. Woo.
I want you to get.
Buddy, let me see that start again. I mean, this bull jumps and drills him. Doom. You're glad he got off before the bull fell down.
That is 2 big belly rolls right there.
Wow. Well, if you got a big enough belly, you can roll it twice.
All right, let's go to Clayton Sellers. In 2018, this was your Rookie of the Year in the bull riding. 3 times to the NFR. In the Raptor G-Bull, the Megalomaniac. Yeah, come on.
Oh, no. I've got orange flags a-flying. Orange flags signify an automatic re-ride.
Why did he get a re-ride? I'm going to show you. As this bull turns back the second time, see him go down? Yep, right there. He goes down to the ground. That means he gets an automatic re-ride. He gets to come back and do it again.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next 2 men to ride have been the winningest, hardest to buck off guys for 3 weeks. Trey Benton III and Sage Kimzey. Here's TV3. Trey Benton, Richards, Texas, and another CK Reed bull we call Just Another Gangster. This man's been 88, 89, and 90. Do your thing, TB. Do your thing. Do it. Go. Right here. Right here. Go. Ooh. Hang it. Well, the re-ride will be a J-Bar J-Bull we call Little Hoot. Here comes a whole new story about a man who is a 7-time champion of the world, an 8-time NFR qualifier, and a new daddy. The $3 million winner, Sage Kimzey. Come on, hands and feet. This is a picking 4L bull from right out of Weatherford, Texas. We call the Space Unicorn. Folks, you can beat 90, 92, 93 on this bull. 7 days ago, Sage Kimzey became a daddy of a little boy called Steel. Alexis, I know you're home watching. Hug that baby. Daddy gonna get some diaper money right now.
Oh, the little bull that he's got, the Space Unicorn. We've seen him in the City of Lights. They got money both times on this bull at the NFR last year. Kai Hamilton was 90.5 points on the Space Unicorn. But the 7-time world champion, the guy that's chasing Donnie Gay's record and trying to tie him this year, is about to try this little bull. Try him. Heck with trying. Go ahead. Stick him. You don't have to spur. Don't waste the motion. You don't have to mark him out. All you got to do is be there with your hand in the rope at the end of 8 seconds.
For a guy that's won $3 million, he's been doing that quite regularly. Let's go. Here's Sage. Yeah, left foot. Oh, perfect. Yeah, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, 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 Folks, we're going to watch it back on the Mattress Firm replay. He makes it look so easy. But get ready, the judges say 91 and a half. Hey, 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 don't quit. It isn't over. Remember, we gave Clayton Sellers a Wildwood, Florida reride a minute ago. And he's ready to go on the pole we call the Little Hoot. He has only had about 6 minutes to get it right. Ah, lady. Ooh. Well, that takes care of that. Ladies and gentlemen, bull riding. The most unique event we have in this sport. Maybe the most unique athletes as well. I want to go to NBC5. There's Sage Kimzey, $20,000. Scotty Knapp at 12. Brother Trey at 8. And now, Dave Appleton and the one and only Sage Kimzey.
Thank you, Bob. Sage, I asked you before we started talking, was if your first rodeo of the year, and he said, yeah, I had some more important things going on. Bob talked about it. Your son was born 7 days ago. That's a pretty special moment.
Yeah, it was. There was nothing like it. You know, I've always tried to fight the good fight and, be a good person. Never really knew why. First time I looked in that little boy's eyes, it all made sense, and I know I'm never going to let him down.
All right, well, one thing about it, you've never let a lot of people down. You won 7 world championships. Talk about that bull tonight. Bull that Kai Hamilton won the first round on the NFR, right back into your hand, and halfway through the ride, you kicked loose and started saying, I'm the boss.
Yeah, really nice bull of Scott Pickens. I've always wanted to get on him, and sure enough, he didn't disappoint. You know, he's a little ratty in the box, but you just kind of got to be patient with him, take your time, get a good shot at him, and he's always good out in the arena, so I was really happy to have him.
We know the ultimate goal. 8 world championships, Donnie Gay, 7 last year. This is the goal. It's a way to start out. Is this the foundation you need to start 22 off right?
The winter's kind of tricky because it's one of those things you don't have to win during the winter because we have so much money to win in the summer. But, coming into Fort Worth, packed house, like you said, this is my first rodeo of the year. It definitely doesn't hurt, that's for sure.
Oh, it doesn't hurt to go over there and get that bottle of TX whiskey and that hardware. There's your champion, Sage Kimzey.
And once again, Mr. Barnes, Mr. Bass. There it is, a beautiful buckle. And the bottle of TX whiskey. And your bull riding champion, world champ, Sage Kimzey.
We're all ready to go to the Bud Light Roadhouse or the Courtyard on the Simmons Bank Plaza. This evening, Jenny Mac will bring you some vocal twists. And you go boot, scoot, and boogie. Yeah, to David Nail. You're going to love it. You've already got your ticket. It's your rodeo ticket. Admission free.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, have you had a great time tonight? We certainly hope that you have. Thank you so much for coming out and enjoying our 2022 season. But for right now, on behalf of my partner, Bob Tolman, this is Doug Mathis. Thank you so much. Drive safe on your way home. We'll see you next year here in Dickey's Arena. Good night, everybody.